Ashley, I'm so curious in particular, your thoughts on this one. Is she being unfairly maligned?
I think this is nuts. She has the right to live her life. She served her time. I work on television. Isn't she allowed to work in the capacity where she can actually make a living? By the way, I heard nothing from Gypsy Rose other than she took accountability for what she did. She always said that she shouldn't have done what she did, that her mother shouldn't be dead, and that instead her mother should be incarcerated for what her mother did to her. To me, that's somebody who did a lot of growing up during her sentence, which is exactly what the criminal justice system is supposed to do. I found her to be very accountable, and I thought that it was impressive how she handled herself while she was out. I think it's despicable that a parole officer should say, because you're on TikTok, you might get sent back to jail.
Let me play a piece of sound. This is a video before she removed herself, and some people have talked about the fact that she sounds like she's a Hollywood actor when she's talking about her upcoming projects. This is number 2.
I've got my documentary series coming out, The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I just put out an ebook that I'm super proud of. It's not a rehashing of everything that happened. It's more of my reflection of everything that I've learned. Thank you guys for all the support, and keep watching.
Jesse, I'm with Ashley on this. I don't see a problem. You troubled by this?
I was. I mean, look, I was very disturbed, more so by the media's fascination and building her up, asking her about her dating life. I mean, she did kill her mother and was part of the planning of it, but the fact that she's taken accountability and the fact that now she says, I realize that there has to be a change. Yes, there's pressure from a parole officer because a big component is you have to show remorse. You have to show that you're rehabilitated. And to
do what? She's out. What do you mean? To who does she have to show that?
Because the idea is you have to respect for the crime that you committed.
But to who?
But if you go out there and you're looking like you're profiting off of what you did, that's the problem. This is not new, by the way. There are conditions that are put on convicted felons all the time and what they can put on social media, because if they go out and like, I'm free, did nothing wrong. I mean, in one interview, she said, I don't identify as a murderer. Now, I can make a context for what she was saying there, but someone could look at that and say, that's what you say after what you pled guilty to? So I can see why people are bothered by it, but I think it's a really good thing that she has said she's going to step down and take an account.
Geraldo?
She's going to step down and reflect. It's true, Jesse, but she did share with us that her husband, boyfriend, jailhouse boyfriend, is rocking her world every night. So I was very delighted to hear that Gypsy Rose is getting her world rocked every night. Listen, the practical aspect of this is that there's the parole officer. He's overseeing someone who is conditionally released, and they've got to comply with the conditions of the conditional release. It just seems to me that the parole officer, probably getting pressure from his superiors or her superiors, is saying to the subject, cool it. You know, we get it, but you're going to be in trouble if you don't show the appropriate
What is she in trouble
contrition
for? I don't understand what she's
not showing remorse. Not showing remorse. That's what the image has come out.
What, she's going to go back to prison?
She's got a dead.
Look, she showed remorse.
Could certainly
I saw
have
lots of clips
onerous
where
conditions.
she showed remorse.
Go ahead, Geraldo.
Well, no, I just I think that. There's bad taste involved also. I mean, the mom's dead. Okay, maybe she deserved it, quote unquote. I don't know. I don't know Gypsy Rose. I haven't been invested emotionally in her trajectory since being released from prison, other than thinking that it is bizarre what it takes to be famous in America these days, and how you would hate to have her as a role model, kill your abusive mom because you're going to get out, and when you get out, you're going to get a show on MTV, if that's still a thing.
And look, real quick, the problem is,
she doesn't celebrate.
remember,
She doesn't
celebrate.
There's a dead mom.
Her boyfriend's
involved.
still in prison. And so there's an allegation, you know, there was always an allegation. Did she manipulate him into doing this? He's still rotting away for what he did. And let me tell you, what he did was horrific. Yeah. But the idea is that she's out living her best life. There's people who are bothered by it. As Geraldo said, it leaves a bad taste.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider.
And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.